Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, those marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Timber. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Batistuta. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gattuso. And it's Hazard. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played into space. Now it's Neymar. Chance to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nakhon Ratchasima have reclaimed it. And it's Neymar. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Seedorf. And here's Batistuta. That's cause for mild irritation. No way through, so back it comes. And that was very necessary. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Some really good ball movement. Hazard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hullet. Marcelo. Aimed beyond the defence. Schneider unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Marcelo. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. To Schneider. Seedorf. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's Ibrahimovic. And he has been fouled there. There's a quick free kick. Oh, crack! He's had a shot! Oh, good finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Short changes him with that pass. Gattuso. Cannavaro. Lampard. Nedved. Schneider. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And he gets rid in a hurry. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The ball goes in. Silvestre gets it away. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's heaved it away. And it's Marcelo. And it's played in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Threads one in, and he welcomes it in. Nakon Wachasima have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Crossed into the middle. Oh, that's well spotted. Azar. Now it's Azar. Now it's come to nothing. Marcelo. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Seedorf. And it's Cannavaro. And Silvestre. Marcelo. Marcelo venturing down the left. And that's the keeper's ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Anesi really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Annecy are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Changement. Le numéro 27, Silvestre. À sa place.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Changement en cours.
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Annecy come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And he's there to clear it. Nedved. Hullet. And he cuts out the supply. Robertson. Silvestre. Timber. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Hullet. Now it's Nedved. Nicely shaped ball. It's out for a goal kick. Timber. Floated through. Marcelo. Cross in. Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Hullet has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Schneider ready to try one.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
He's had a crack. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. Lampard. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nedved with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Ball comes in, and it's turned away. Annecy still have the cards to affect this game. Nicely worked. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ronaldinho. He's gone for goal! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Changement.
Nakon Ratchasima are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's a sharp pass. Zanetti. And it's played into the middle. Thuram can get it clear. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Not the most accurate pass. He whips in across. Zanetti. Conte. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked it up out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Defending of the desperate variety.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Spread neatly. That'll be a throw. Nedved has it in a wide position. Terrific effort! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Annecy with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, delightful ball. And Hullet! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Nakon have opted to make another change here. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Crossed in once more. That has been cut short. Juve. It's Park Ji-sung. Looking for the run. Juve. Seedorf. Conte. Zanetti. Tries to play it through. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. This looks promising. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Ball swung in. He's having a pop! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find a net.
Cleared away. And that is as far as it goes. And it's to that initial setback. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Nakhon Ratchasima have clearly decided to go 5-4-1 today.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
Schneider goes short. There's the delivery. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Nedved. Yeah, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Silvestre did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a trick.
Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Done delicately. Hazard wants to run onto this. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. So it is still 0-0. Conte. And it's Ronaldinho.
Nakhon Ratchasima definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Akanji. Gattuso. And claimed it back swiftly. Robertson. Lampard.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Marcelo. And that is headed for the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's been played through. It's a goal kick. Pass somewhat off target. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Nedved. That's a good foray he's making. And this is Nedved. That looks a good cross.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Played it again. Robertson attempts a clearance. Showing good feet. Delivered with swing. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now he's got space here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Seedorf. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Ronaldinho. Zanetti getting this one clear. Nedved.
Nakhon Ratchazima have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gattuso.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Played back into the centre. And here's Batistuta. It's Lampard! Oh, a very decent attempt.
This is the time you need that pace.
Zanetti. Nedved has it out wide and in space. He has found the way through.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, he's having a go! That's put paid to the danger. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Conte has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
This possibly the last play of the half. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Anesi worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that and a bit more variation from here.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium hall.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Ronaldinho. And the return pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. And it's Sneijder.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Lampard. And that interception was most necessary. And the pass is intercepted.
That was lovely, that.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And that has been knocked clear. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Robertson gets across to intercept that. Lampard, Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nesta. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Sneijder venturing down the left. Khan claims it without any fuss. Sneijder, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And it's lofted through here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
28,997.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Bullet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Akanji can get it clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Anagata, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ronaldinho finding himself in space. Nesta getting this one clear. Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Oh, that's neat. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this. Oh, good climb! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field.
So, third quarter of the game.
Batistuta. Number 17, Hazard. Number 18, Ronaldinho. Number 6, Frank Lampard. Coming on the field, number 11.
Oh, crazy! Oh, crossbar! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Marcelo. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aims beyond the defence. Seedorf. Hullet. And it's Gattuso. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an imaginative pass. Akanji attempts a clearance. So their fourth quarter of the game. He leaps for it! Oh, crossbar! Schneider! Oh, it's hit the frame of the goal again! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Pull it. Schneider. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Looking for options for movement. And he was quick to react. And they can counter here. Conte. And it's Schneider. And he's worked it through. Akanji cuts it out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the ball is out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on the field is number 20.
Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marcelo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it out wide.
Has been indicated.
And he's managed to get free. In it comes. Rijkaard can get it clear. Marcelo looking for the far post. Khan claims it. Safe hands. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
In the green backpack,
That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.